Everybody is planning something huge on June 9th. It is the carnival, the marquee match, India versus Pakistan, the mother of all battles, some jokingly called the battle of all mothers. Now, yes, India versus Pakistan in New York in this T20 World Cup is the most anticipated clash of all. The build-up started a month ago. Now, let us take away all the gloss. Let us take away all the sheen of it. Let's get straight to the brutal point. Is an India versus Pakistan rivalry, looking at the current form, this is the very important point, looking at the current form, does it really deserve all the hype? Yes, all the scars 70 years ago still linger. That is what fuels this marketing gimmick. But at this point in time, if you want to consider an India versus Pakistan rivalry, it is a farce. To call this and place it even on a level or a pedestal of a rivalry is also not doing the sport any service, because it is a lopsided one. Because consider this, played 7, won by India, 6 won by Pakistan, just 1. In 17 years, if you look at it, in the T20 World Cup, just 1 win. Other wins have come in the Asia Cup and also in a bilateral. All right. But that 1 win was a comprehensive one. Let us just look at that. 2007, perhaps the starting of this format was such that, okay, it had to be a lottery. 2007 achieved what years and years of ICC planning couldn't do in ODI cricket, get an India versus Pakistan final, and it did happen. Even in the league stages, it was an absolute thriller. In the final, if you look at it, India won the bowl out and India won by 5 runs. Those were the 2 thrillers. If you wanted to hype up the India versus Pakistan rivalry, then you were worth it. It was justified. But then what has happened after that? One-way traffic. 2012, India won by 8 wickets. 2014, India won by 7 wickets. Game 5, if you look at in 2016, India won by 6 wickets. Pakistan then got finally their own bag when they won by 10 wickets in 2021. 2022, Kohli goes down the ground, Kohli goes out of the ground, 4 wickets. It was an absolute thriller. So, does it still merit a rivalry? That can still be called the mother of all battles. 3 notions dispel that. I am sorry, 3 T20 World Cup thrillers in 17 years doesn't make this a contest. It is not the mother of all battles. India versus Pakistan, everybody just wants to jump into the bandwagon because it's India versus Pakistan. There is no rivalry. There used to be a rivalry from the 1990s till 2000. 2000 just about until maybe 2008 or 9. After that, there has really been no rivalry. It's been so lopsided. The ODI World Cup itself was an ultimate proof that India versus Pakistan need not be hyped. It was so lopsided. It was so one-sided. Last 5 matches, if you have to look at it in the T20 format, India are 3, Pakistan are 2. All of you will then argue that, okay, but it's a very close contest here. It hides a bigger story. The bigger story is that for all these years, you have been fueled by jingoism. You have been fueled by a false sense that, okay, this is a true rivalry. But the true rivalry is perhaps between an India and Australia. A true rivalry exists maybe between England versus India or an England versus Australia. Perhaps these are the only 3 rivalries that properly exist in the cricketing calendar. Otherwise, if you want to look at an India versus Pakistan, it is seriously a lopsided rivalry. Pakistan earlier dominated it, now India are dominating it. There is no rivalry, especially in the T20 World Cup format. And especially in the T20, I seem India are much ahead. And looking at how Pakistan performed against the USA, you don't expect much. Sure, everybody will say, but they lost to Zimbabwe in 2022, came back and reached the final. India didn't reach the semi-final. That team was different. That team showed some spunk even in the build-up to it. Here, they have drawn against a New Zealand C team. They have lost to a game to Ireland for the first time ever. They have lost 2-0 to England. Now they have lost to the USA. How can this team, which had such a fractured build-up, do well against India? It can happen. But still, calling it an India versus Pakistan, a rivalry, a mother of all battles, is seriously pushing it. And imagine you're going to play in rather, you may say, poor conditions in New York. Marketing gimmick is just a marketing gimmick. It does not highlight the value and the reality of sport. Do you think India versus Pakistan is a rivalry? I honestly don't think it is. But you can write in the comments below. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this video. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis. Bye-bye.